Am I?
Oh, I love you even when you are grumpy. It was my fault, you see. I was trying to prove to Mr. Williams how clever Sarah was. Thank you.
Lucky she doesn't want to be a vet.
Why?
Well, imagine what you two would have done to the poor flaming parrot.
Hey, Adam, can I use your phone to call Mrs. Moran?
Sure.
Thanks. She told me to ring her this morning so I can find out when I'm working next. Hey! Mr. Williams going to buy that sports store for sure?
Yeah, well, he's seeing his bank manager this morning. It's going to be a new start for both of us.
Hey, that's funny.
What's funny about it?
No, not you, Mrs. Moran. She's not answering.
What do you want?
You look dreadful.
Just go away and leave me alone, please.
Well, not until you've called Bruce Russell.
Satisfied? A gift from Maggie.
After all the trouble you went to give this stuff away, and you just let her win so easily?
Neil wouldn't be in that jail if it wasn't for me. And Maggie's right. There's nothing I can do about it.
Claire, look, don't give up.
What's it matter? What does anything matter?
Claire, I think I can save Neil. I know who really killed Gary Fisher. God, forgive me, I've known all along.
And if you know who it is, you have to tell me.
I killed him.
Oh, my God.
He said he was going to hurt Robbie. I just hated him because I saw the knife there and I killed him. Don't you understand? He said he was going to hurt Robbie.
You let Neil take the blame.
Well, I had to.
You hypocrite. You even went to visit him in jail.
I didn't know they were going to blame him.
You didn't try and stop them. And I thought you were my friend.
Please believe me. I thought they'd let him go. Oh, God. What am I going to do?
Hi.
I didn't know the hospital wanted its lawns mowed.
Ha.
Don't tell me you're here to visit.
Spent $3 on these chocolates, didn't I?
You've got to be the most handsome person I've seen all day. But since I've only seen Matron, that doesn't mean much.
I'll ignore that. I'm in a good mood and I'm going to stay that way.
Why is that?
Finished my exams, didn't I? I reckon I did pretty good, too. And after tomorrow, no more school.
I wish I could be there tomorrow.
What for? It's only speech day. Dolesville.
Maybe for you, but I'm sentimental. I want to say goodbye to my friends. Oh, well, it's not as if I'm leaving school altogether. I've still got my deferred exams to do.
You're not missing a thing. Anyway, you promised Bruce you'd be a good patient, and that means staying here.
Yes, boss.
Anyway, if you're so sentimental, how come you forgot what day it is?
I haven't forgotten. How could I? We're going to be married today.
It'll still happen.
Whenever I get out of here, whenever that'll be.
Won't be long.
It'll seem like forever.
You should complain. You got it easy. How'd you like to be pushing around a lawnmower all day? I'd give anything to be down the beach.
I love you.
Oh, well, at least you got good taste.
What can I say? There's just no excuse for what I've done.
Did you hide the knife behind Neil's locker?
When I left Gary's, I went straight to the school and I couldn't think straight. I didn't know what I was doing.
Why did you hide it behind his locker?
Well, I just panicked. I heard someone coming and I put it in the first place I could find.
You expect me to believe you didn't know it was Neil's locker?
Well, yes, it was just bad luck. I intended to move that knife as soon as I could, but they found it before I had a chance.
When the police charged Neil, you still didn't come forward.
Didn't have the courage to.
So why now? Why come here now and suddenly tell the truth?
It's all those things you were saying about Maggie yesterday. You should have been saying them about me. I've had to live with what I've done. I had to live with it, and that I'm still doing it. And then when I came here and I saw that you'd been drinking, well, I just had to do something.
I see.
In a way, I'm glad it's all over.
We'll have to call the police.
Yes.
Would you like me to?
Yes. Could you tell them I'm at the house? There's something I've got to do first.
Of course.
Friday is full of fun on 10, starting at 7:30 with Alice and the gang from Mel's Diner, where the only things that come thicker than the flies are the jokes. At 8, join Flo as she baffles them all with her witty wisecracks and barroom buffoonery. Then at 8:30, come for a nostalgic trip into the fun-filled 40s when war was hell, but there was always the good time girls. At 9 o'clock, a floundering father learns what it's all about from his 11-year-old daughter in Me and Max. So don't miss a moment of the mirth every Friday on 10.
Good evening, Charles Slade with Newsbreak. Crucial talks are in progress at the Arbitration Commission tonight, aimed at averting a 48-hour national stoppage by metal workers next week. About 500,000 metal workers have voted to strike from Sunday midnight in support of a 35-hour week and a minimum $30 a week pay rise. The claim is regarded as a pace setter and, if granted, is expected to flow on to most other industrial workers. In Canberra, Labor senators are demanding to know the real cost of installing a telephone connection to the holiday home of Primary Industry Minister Peter Nixon. It's being claimed the connection must have cost at least $10,000, but Mr Nixon is only being charged a standard connection fee of $120. Overseas and in Northern Ireland, British paratroopers are on alert against marauding groups of IRA guerrillas amid a worsening political crisis in the province. The guerrillas have killed 8 Protestants in the last 10 days. And in Los Angeles, the body of actor William Holden is to be cremated and buried at sea, in accordance with Mr Holden's last wishes. He died after gashing his head during a bout of heavy drinking, causing him to bleed to death. He was alone at the time and his body was not discovered for 5 days. On a brighter note, Melbourne's weather, mostly fine and sunny again tomorrow, with a top of 20. Well, that's it for now, but for Melbourne's first TV news, join Good Morning Australia from 7 in the morning, and I'll be back again at the news desk with David Johnston tomorrow night at 6. But for now, this is Charles Slade in the Eyewitness Newsroom. Good night.
This is something new.
Something special.
Something special.
For you. Toyota.
The new Corolla with Toyota suspension tuning, even better fuel economy, and more space than ever before. The new Toyota Corolla. Something special for the big country.
Something special for you. Toyota.
Since 1740, our family has been making famous German Mosel wines in this valley. Recently, I was in the Barossa Valley in Australia, and at Kaiserstuhl, I tasted their Moselle, Black Forest. I was pleased to observe that Kaiserstuhl's dedication is the same as ours, but not surprising, considering their German background. So I suggest you enjoy the Kaiserstuhl Black Forest Moselle. And when you're in Germany, try mine.
Feel it, feel it,
Touch it. Feel the difference. A new cleanness, new shine in your hair.
run your fingers through your hair. Can you feel it? A grease, brand new cleanness there. Can you feel
Would you believe a conditioner that helps stop the greases even better, leaving a shiny cleanness you can feel? New formula a green conditioner does. Does yours?
Run your fingers through your hair. You can feel it. A grease, brand new cleanness there. You can feel it, feel it.
George's.
George's. George's.
Georges.
At Christmas, one word says it all. Georges.
My darling Robbie, there's no easy way for me to tell you this. You'll hear in the next few days that I've been charged with Gary Fisher's murder. There's nothing I can say, except I love you, and I'll always love you. I hope you can find it within yourself to eventually forgive me for what I've done. All my love.
Ann Hunter?
Yes. I've been expecting you.
Oh, give us a hand, will you? Hey, not a bad set of wheels. You should be thinking about getting a car.
With what? I'm skint.
We could be getting some money soon, especially if the business takes off.
Oh, come off it. I'd have to do bulk loans to get a pub cab, let alone a deposit.
Oh, we are in a good mood, aren't we?
No, I'm sorry. I reckon you're pretty lucky. I mean, well, you got a car, got a chick.
Yeah, I went to see Bryony this morning. You know, if she hadn't been hurt, we'd be getting married today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gee, she must be, well, feeling pretty rotten. You know, lying in that hospital bed thinking about it.
I just thought... Nah, it's stupid.
What?
Oh, forget it.
Hey, look, come on, I'm not going to spend the whole day working with you if you're sweating on a silly idea. What is it?
Well, who says it can't be today? The wedding, I mean.
What?
Well, why not? What's stopping us?
Hey, come on, she's sick, she's in hospital.
So what? We'll get married in there.
Anyway, look, who's going to do these jobs we've lined up?
Well, you can handle this one for me. A lot to organise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on a minute.
I'll be back, okay?
Hey, Kevin!
It was paid the two of you to do the lawn.
Oh, yeah, well, that's right, but, well, I'm twice as fast and twice as efficient.
Neil!
Hi.
I didn't realise they let you out so soon. I was on my way over.
Oh, once they had Anne's confession, it was all they needed. Even brought me around a police car, special delivery.
These past 2 weeks, I don't know how you've coped.
How I've coped? You've been under just as much strain.
It's over now. I don't want to talk about it.
You know, sitting in a jail cell's made me realise how quickly you can lose the things in life that are important. I love you. Look, maybe this is a bit soon, but I want you to move in with me. We'll make the bakehouse our home.
You didn't want me to live with you before. What's changed?
Well, maybe I've grown up. Maybe I've come to realise how much I need you. When I was in prison, knowing you cared was the only thing that kept me going. Well, what more can I say? I love you.
It doesn't work that way. Before you went away on the hiking trip, we argued. I broke things off then. I haven't changed my mind.
But during all this...
I was helping a friend in a crisis, that's all. You don't need me anymore. I want to make a clean break, Neil. I mean it.
Hold a minute.
You got 10 seconds, so it better be good.
That's good, all right. I'm going to marry Bryony. Today.
Today?
Yeah, well, before she was run down, we had it all planned. Well, so what's the big difference now? All it means is we get married in the hospital.
Well, just hold the phone. You know it's not that easy. Well, does Bryony know?
I don't want it to. It's a surprise.
It'll be a surprise, all right, that's for sure. OK, well, where do I fit in?
Well, I'll need you to help organise everything.
Fair enough. Well, what do you want done?
Well, I'll try and organise a minister. That could take a while. But I figured Bryony'd like to get dressed up a bit. So could you go out and buy a really nice nightie? I'll give you the money.
Oh, sure. Oh, pretty one. White lace, that sort of thing.
Yeah, great.
Well, you're going to need more than a minister. You're going to need a witness. Oh, what am I talking about? You're looking at one.
Another vodka and orange, please.
Little early for that, isn't it?
I haven't the strength for you today, Maggie. Go and waste somebody else's time.
I know you're not going to believe it, but I hate to see a reformed alcoholic fall off the wagon. It really does distress me.
I didn't fall off the wagon, Maggie. I was pushed.
No, dear, I think the alcohol must be addling your brain. You have been under enormous pressure. That's what's caused it. And how's Neil? Is he still enjoying the prison?
Now, isn't that a curious thing? I would have thought you'd be one of the first people to know. Neil isn't in prison. He's been released.
Released?
Anne Hunter murdered Gary. The police have a full confession.
Is that a fact? Well, I've always said it takes all kinds. I'm very pleased that you and Neil will be reunited. The three of you should be very happy. You, Neil, and the bottle.
If you think this is going to break us up, Maggie, you're too late. Neil and I have separated.
Well, in that case, I am more than pleased. Without someone to prop you up, you should drink your life away in next to no time. I must say, I enjoyed watching you squirm when you thought I'd killed Gary. Must have been very galling for you to be so certain and not be able to do anything about it.
You didn't do anything to discourage me.
Why should I? The two of you played into my hands. The only thing I've been up to since I've been in Sydney is a little hanky-panky with a very nice surfer type. Sweet young man. Whilst Anne was killing Gary, I was having a wonderful time. But it wouldn't have done for Monty to find out, though. And that is why I had to fake an alibi.
I may be drinking again, Maggie. But I still have the right to choose the company I keep.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, Claire. I was hoping we could become friends.
Long day, run off your feet in the summer heat. Now you can do what you've been waiting to do. Slip into something comfortable. Slip into something comfortable. At Suzanne, this goes with this. This goes with that at Suzanne. This goes with this. This goes with that at Suzanne. This goes with this. This goes with that at Suzanne. Turn long hot days into comfortable nights. Slip into something comfortable. Slip into sleepwear at
Courting in Ireland used to be managed by the official matchmaker. The couple seldom ever touched. There was the Bailey's Irish cream dough, perfect for any occasion. All the gentle goodness of old Ireland blended with fine old Irish whiskey. There isn't the like of Bailey's anywhere in the whole wide world. Sure, it's as Irish as falling in love.
Longines style. Longines style. Longines style.
There's a lot you can get from a Wales bank card. Wales bank card. Make sure you get the most from yours. You can bank on the Wales.
Could you use a visit from a friend?
I sure could.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because I got a present for you.
A present? Oh, it's beautiful, Charmaine.
You going to try it on?
Not now, later.
Okay. What's bugging you?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing, my eye. You look like someone who's just had a tooth pulled. What's your problem?
Oh, it's this place. I know I should be grateful for everything, but I can't help feeling I'm going to be stuck in here forever.
Well, you know that's not true. You're going to be out in a couple of weeks.
Or a month. Or 2 months.
So? You're going to get out healthy, aren't you? That's the main thing.
It's Kevin. I'm worried he won't wait for me. I'm no good to him in here.
But he loves you, doesn't he?
That won't last forever. It's not fair on him.
Listen, love. I don't usually give out advice that's not asked for. But I'm going to make an exception. Don't sell Kev short. He'll wait. And I'll let you in on a tip. You've got nothing to worry about.
Has he said something?
No. It's just that I'm going by instinct, that's all. But I tell you what, you stop belly aching about how rough life's been treating you. And start thinking about what it'll be like to be Mrs. Kevin Ryan. Because it'll happen so fast you won't even know what hit you.
You think so?
I just told you so, didn't I? Okay. Let's get you into this.
How'd you go?
Oh, all right. Finished.
Oh, good.
Good. I bust my gut and all I get is good.
Sorry, mate. Got a problem, that's all. Couldn't find a minister.
Well, I thought there'd be heaps of them around.
Oh, not at such short notice. And I didn't want straight away.
What are you going to do?
I'll have to call it off. One good thing is Bryony doesn't know about it. I asked Charmaine to keep it secret.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry, mate.
One of those things. Well, I'll help you pack up and then go to the hospital.
No, look, don't worry, I'll handle it.
Sure?
Yeah, I'll do the next place.
Thanks, mate.
Done a fine job of the garden.
Kevin? You're a...
Something the matter?
No, everything's right, it's fine.
Are you busy this afternoon?
Not too much later, why?
Oh, you little ripper.
Oh, God.
Twice.
Now, look, you two behave yourselves. I've just seen an old friend, and I'm going to have a chat to him. Keep the secret, mate. Neil, what can I say?
Goodbye wouldn't be a bad start.
I'm being serious, darling. Oh, I get it. You're still cranky about the police stopping you at the airport. I had to make the call. What else can I do? If you'd absconded, I would have forfeited all my bail money. Oh, don't take it so personally. You know, frankly, I have always found you rather cute. Your taste in lady friends is appalling, but that's beside the point.
Look, I've only one thing to say to you, Maggie, and that is go away.
And where exactly is away? Back to those morons. They're boring. And with Monty in Melbourne for a few days, that leaves you and me. It's fate, especially now that Claire's out of the way.
Who told you that?
News travels fast. Anyway, I wouldn't have to be Einstein to work out that you wouldn't want an alcoholic hanging around your neck.
Claire hasn't touched a drop in months.
You naive little thing. Oh, don't tell me she hasn't told you. When you were in prison, the poor love just snapped. She had to have a drink.
It explains it. Whether you like it or not, Maggie, you've just done me one hell of a favour. I couldn't understand why Claire wanted to call it off. Now I do.
Don't tell me you're going back to her.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, damn.
Oh, about Tom, where have you been?
Long story, I couldn't get anyone to do the service.
Oh, great.
That's all right, Bernie found a guy. They'll be here any second. How is she?
Oh, okay, but I tell you, it's the hardest secret I've ever had to keep in my life.
Oh, so she doesn't know. Great. Did you get the nightie?
Oh, yeah, it's really pretty. I think she'll like it.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
The minister.
Really, oh.
Mr. McGregor, this is Charmaine Weston.
Oh, g'day. I'm glad you could make it on such short notice.
I must admit, it's under unusual circumstances.
Yeah, it's going to make a sick girl really happy.
Let's hope so.
Look, right, have we got everything we need?
Yeah, flowers.
Yeah.
Something new.
The nightie?
Yeah,
Right.
something borrowed. Doesn't that come next?
Nothing. I think we'll have to figure that out later.
Well, the flowers are blue.
And something old and something borrowed.
And the ring.
Oh,
What's the truth? Damn. How can we forget a ring?
A ring? Where am I going to get a ring from?
Oh, it's no problem. I've got an idea. You can use this. Something old, something borrowed.
Thanks.
So then, we're all set.
Okay, Tiger. In you go. I didn't think you were coming in till later.
Thought I'd surprise you.
Got your new clothes on. Weren't you supposed to be working this morning?
Change of plan. Thought I'd try something different today.
What do you mean, something different?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll get married. That's if the prettiest girl in the world doesn't mind.
Marry me today.
That's if you're not doing anything else. The minister's waiting outside to come in.
Kevin.
Good old Frank, teaching the boys to fend for themselves. And after a week in the wild, their clothes look pretty wild.
Smell pretty wild.
Thank heavens for Whisk. It gets rid of dirt and odour.
Introduce